Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Alexis, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my absolute new favorite restaurant at sea, Voyage, which you can find on the Celebrity Beyond and the Celebrity Ascent. So without further ado, let's just get into why I love this restaurant so much. So Voyage is a restaurant that you can only find on the Celebrity Beyond and the Celebrity Ascent, and this is my absolute favorite restaurant at sea. And it's kind of ironic because it's on my favorite class of ship at sea now. It's just has everything that you could want in a fine dining restaurant. So Le Voyage is by Daniel Boulud, and it's like a nice steakhouse. It has a French take to it. So Le Voyage, which you can find on Celebrity Beyond or Ascent, is located on deck 4, and you can get there through the beautiful Grand Plaza, or you can get there from either side on deck 4. It is an absolute beautiful restaurant. It's very intimate. I like the lighting there. I do recommend, if you want to eat here, to book your reservations the very first day that you get on, because they could fill up very easily. Now in this review, I just want to go over my personal recommendations, my favorite things, the pricing, what we have paid for, and what I recommend that you get. So one of my favorite reasons to come to Le Voyage is as soon as you walk in, they greet you with a nice glass of Veuve champagne, which is just always so nice. And even if you're not a champagne lover, it's a really nice touch. So on this sailing of the Celebrity Ascent, we did book Le Voyage quite a few times, and we do have an ultimate dining package. And what that means is basically we can eat at any specialty dining throughout the entire cruise for every day. And if you don't have an ultimate dining package, I would recommend booking Le Voyage just once, because it's such a great experience. It's such good food, and it is a little pricey. So this is the most expensive restaurant on board the Celebrity Ascent and Beyond, but that is because what you're getting is just very good quality, and it is worth it. So for this sailing, for one person per night at Le Voyage, it's starting at $125 per person. And like I always say in my videos, prices can always range between the sailing or the season or the type of cruise you're on. So just keep that in mind, but that is what we are paying for us per night at Le Voyage. So one of the things that I love about Le Voyage is they have two separate menus that you can choose from. They have the regular menu where you can choose what you want from there. And then they have a thing called the tasting menu, where it's a set menu, but you get to try a little bit of everything. And so I personally have not done the tasting menu yet, only because what I found that I like. And it sounds kind of crazy, but every single time I go to Le Voyage, I order the exact same thing. And I know that sounds silly, but I like what I like, and it's always consistent. I've never had a bad experience at Le Voyage. So before every meal, they always start you with, of course, the nice bread and butter. They have either a sourdough bread or a croissant type bread, which both I think are very good. Then they start you off with an amuse-bouche, which always changes. I think it's different every night or every sailing. I'm not sure, I don't really remember. But my favorite things to get, let's start off with appetizers, is the Alaskan king crab salad. This is the best appetizer ever. I love this so much. I get it every single time. And it has nice crab on it with melons and sauces that just, the flavors are sensational. So that is what I recommend for your appetizer. And then I also recommend the tuna as well. Really, really good. And then for my appetizer, I always get the filet. And I know that seems like such a basic order, but it's just always consistent. It's always cooked to perfection, and I've never had a bad filet. I always finish all of my food when I come to Le Voyage, even if I'm stuffed, just because it's so good. I don't know how they do it, but every single time it just melts my mouth and I love it. I also recommend getting a risotto to share in the table. And what we found out on this sailing is I think it just depends on which server you get, because usually you can each order your entree and then have something to put in the middle to split. But the last time we went to Le Voyage a couple days ago, we had a server who wanted to upcharge us even more to split an entree. So we ended up opting out for that. So keep that in mind. Make sure you always ask your waiter before. That way you're not surprised if there's an extra $50 added to your bill. Now, I'm not necessarily a dessert person, but every dessert from Le Voyage is really good. I do like the raspberry truffle thing that it's like it's like a raspberry dessert. It's really, really good. And then my favorite part of the dessert is something that's included, and they bring it every time. It's not on the menu. Is they bring their little chocolates, but they bring their Madeleine cookies, which I absolutely love. They come fresh out of the oven with powdered sugar, and they are amazing. So if you're someone who likes fine dining or wants to try fine dining and a restaurant that has everything that you'd like, they have seafood, steak, and it's always consistent, I 1000% recommend Le Voyage. It is my absolute new favorite restaurant at sea, and I have always had a great experience there, and I highly recommend it. So next time that you guys are on Celebrity Ascent or beyond, you should definitely book at least one dinner at Le Voyage. Now, if you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it at all, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you're always updated with all things cruising and travel. Don't forget to always seize the day, and I'll catch you in the next one.